She's just as confused as me. Like, wait, what?
You have a very special place in my heart, baby boo. I want you by my side for as long as possible.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and today I want to play a game called Infectious Doctor. My name is Espoir. My mom told me to deliver food to my ill grandmother. I was told to take the safer path, but I decided to take the shortcut. But for some reason, I haven't arrived at my grandmother's house yet. Instead, I find myself in an unknown forest. It's a dark and foggy forest. Its black trees cover the sky above me, but I can tell that it's already night. I can hear the loud sound of crows cawing in the night. It's so cold here that I can't stop shivering. Not to mention very dark, so dark that I can barely see the road in front of me. This can't be right. I've been walking for hours. I should have been there by now. This was supposed to be a shortcut. Did I take the wrong path? I checked the map again, only to realize that I've been reading the map upside down. Classic Espoir. How could I be this careless? I've always had a tendency to daydream too much, but I never imagined it'd come to this. My mom is gonna kill me if she finds out. As I scold myself for my carelessness, I hear the sound of someone, or rather something, stepping on a branch. I panic at the possibility of being watched. Then I hear the howls of wolves. I need to get out of... Doggies! I need to find a way out of here, or I'll be torn to pieces and eaten alive. I run through the pitch-black forest with no destination in mind. I don't know where I'm going. All I know is that I have to escape from my vicious pursuers. I run, and run, and run. Ooh, mysterious mansion in the middle of a forest. That's when I stumble upon what seems to be an old building. Maybe I can seek refuge in there. I'm so desperate that it doesn't even cross my mind that it could be abandoned. I frantically knock on the door. Hey! Help! Someone help me! Is someone in there? Help! Please, let me in. No answer. I'm lost, and there are wolves after me. Can you help me? As I'm about to knock on the door again, my chest starts to ache. My mind feels dizzy. My body feels hot, and I can barely stand. I can feel my consciousness fading away. Did I just pass out? Ooh, what a lovely room. What? What happened? I wake up in an unfamiliar room. Where am I? Did I pass out? Ow, my chest hurts. My head is throbbing, and my body is burning.
You're finally awake.
Oh, hi.
Thank goodness. I was so worried about you.
Oh.
How do you feel?
I wake up to find a tall man with blonde hair and brown eyes wearing a white coat sitting on a chair at my bedside. I look at him warily. Hey, dude.
Whoops, sorry. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Lohi. I work as an infectious disease doctor in this hospital.
Hello, Lohi.
And what's your name?
I am Espoir. It means hope in French.
Huh. What a beautiful name.
Hehe.
It's a pleasure to meet you. But you look much more like a baby to me.
What? Sir, I am 37. Who you calling baby? I look like a baby? Me? How come he's giving me pet names even though we only just met just now, dude? Hey now.
You're very lucky you found my hospital, baby boo.
Who you calling baby boo?
Wolves hunt nearby at this time of the day.
I found that out. Why is there a hospital in the middle of a dark forest full of wolves? Why isn't there a hospital in the middle of a dark forest full of wolves? That seems like the best place to have a hospital.
So, why were you outside this late at night?
I was going to bring snacks and goodies to my sick grandmama. I went to bring food for my ill grandmother in the neighboring town, but I got lost.
How sad. I hope she gets better soon.
Thank you.
But you really shouldn't be outside at this hour.
Really?
It's very dangerous outside. Don't forget that. I mean, it's very dangerous out there this time of night.
Yeah, because of said wolves. Yes, I learned that the hard way.
Poor baby. You must have been so scared.
Stop calling me baby. I can't let go of my suspicions. I don't know this guy. Why is he so eager to help me, even though we're complete strangers? Is it because he's a doctor?
But you don't need to worry anymore. You're safe here.
Am I? Lohi strokes my head as if I were a small child. Don't don't treat me like a child, monsieur. I am a grown woman. I flinch at this sudden gesture.
There's no need to be shy around me. I'll be taking very good care of you while you're sick.
Okay. I'm sick?
Yes,
How'd I
most
get
likely. Otherwise, you wouldn't collapse at the hospital's door.
Yeah, I did kind of fall out. Is there some kind of mist outside or something?
You were also running a fever when I took you in. But I'll give you a quick checkup so I can better assess your condition.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute, sir. I live in America. I'm too broke for a checkup.
First, I'm going to ask you some questions. Do you smoke?
No.
Do you drink alcohol?
Occasionally. Like free... Monsieur? The abdominals. The pecs. Why can I grate cheese on your abs? Sir, what kind of doctor are you? Occasionally.
Do you take any medication?
I probably should, but no.
Does your family have a history of any chronic disease?
I don't think so.
Excellent. Now I'm going to take your temperature.
Where?
Open your mouth for me.
Oh, okay. I open my mouth, and he places the thermometer beneath my tongue.
Now keep it in your mouth for 30 seconds. Okay, let's see. Oh my word! 40 degrees Celsius! This is worse than I thought. No wonder you passed out.
Is it that bad? How much is 40 degrees Celsius in terms I can understand? 104 degrees in Fahrenheit? Oh, well, no wonder. I think I would know if I had a fever of 104.
Poor baby, you look so pale and weak. You must be suffering.
Hey now, this isn't that thing where someone pretends that you're sick so they can take care of you and get all the praise for taking care of you, is it?
How are you feeling right now? Are you feeling any pain or tenderness?
Yes, my head throbs and my chest really hurts, and I have difficulty breathing. Oh, I do?
Yes, I can imagine. Okay then, I'm going to examine your head now. You're mentioning a headache, and you fell down a few moments ago, so I'll inspect your head for any signs of trauma or laceration.
Make sure I don't have a concussion. Lohi begins to touch my head.
Do you feel any pain or tenderness when I palpate your head like this?
Palpate. Yes.
I found a small bruise, nothing too serious though, and your skull is beautifully symmetric. There are no signs of deformity or concussion.
I don't trust a person in a lab coat who says your head is symmetrical.
Open your mouth for me again. Say, ah, and stick your tongue out for me.
I do as I'm told. Lohi puts his tongue depressor in my mouth. He pushes it down gently to examine my throat. He doesn't take his eyes off of me, not even for a moment.
Color of your lips and tongue suggests cyanosis. They're bluish as opposed to a normal healthy pink. Your oxygen saturation must be very low.
Jeez, what happened?
I'm going to examine your chest since you mentioned having chest pain as well.
What? Lohi starts to take off my clothes. Sir? Sir, wait a moment. Wait a second. You can't just take off my clothes. We just met.
So?
Huh?
I'm your doctor. You have to listen to me. This could be an emergency.
Hey, now. That seems like an awful good excuse. Can I get a second opinion? Aren't you supposed to see a nurse before the doctor comes in? Dude, just stripping me down to my skivvies.
You're critically ill, and I have to assess your condition with utmost accuracy.
Is he angry? He looks scary. Okay. Lohi strips me naked. No, you'll see my goodies. He inspects my whole body from head to toe. Nothing escapes his watchful eyes. I can't hide anything from him. I have no privacy here. He touches my skin from my back to my chest. He's so close. I can feel his clothed chest pressing against my back, his warm breath on my neck. His hands touch my neck, skimming down to my shoulders, sweeping down my arms, finally resting on my waist. He leans in close and whispers in my ear.
I'll listen to your heart now. Take a deep breath for me and hold it.
Lohi positions the diaphragm of his stethoscope over my chest. Then he does the same with its bell.
You can breathe now. Your heart rate is abnormally high. More than 150 beats per minute.
Well, yeah, maybe it's because a strange, handsome, smooth-voiced gentleman doctor is stripping me naked and feeling me up. Lohi then checks my pulse.
Your blood pressure is high too. It's more than 140 over 90.
Also, I was running from literal wolves.
It's a miracle that you're still conscious. Now, I'm going to move on to your back.
My mind went right in the gutter. Please, sir, we've only known each other for like 0.5 minutes. Now he places his hands on my back.
Now take a deep breath in and out for me.
I take a deep breath.
Your lung expansion when you breathe is asymmetric. You're using accessory muscles to breathe which you normally wouldn't, and your breathing is labored.
Ooh.
Now I'm going to take a listen to your lungs for any adventitious sounds. Yes, I can hear crackles and wheezes, commonly found in patients with pneumonia. Soon your lungs will be filled with pus and you'll drown in your own fluids, making you gasp for air. If left untreated, that is.
Well, shoot.
Your respiratory rate is high and irregular too. More than 25 breaths per minute. So let's see. Temperature is 40 Celsius. Heart rate is 150 beats per minute. Blood pressure is 140 over 90. And respiratory rate is 30 breaths per minute. All noted.
Well, at least he didn't say, I think you should lose some weight. Jeez.
Since you were such a good baby boo, here's your reward.
A lollipop? I just snatched the lollipop out of his hands. All right, you get a pass, Doc. This lollipop better be cherry flavored. As he says that, he takes something from his coat.
Here, take it.
Lohi gives me a lollipop. He really enjoys treating me like a child. Don't laugh, I'm not a child, I'm 37. I'm a grown A woman. How can he act so carefree when my condition is so bad? Yeah, I'm basically dying, Doc. Like, oh, there's going to be pus in your lungs, but here's a lollipop. I don't know how to react, but a smile creeps on my face. Thank you.
No need to thank me. It's just a small treat, baby boo.
Stop.
But it's best to save it for later. Your condition requires you to follow a full liquid diet. My examination further confirms my suspicions. You caught that horrible disease.
From the forest?
That's why I moved you to the ICU of this hospital even before my examination. You have to stay here in the ICU.
It's awfully convenient.
Can't go back home like this.
Mm.
You need to be isolated from the healthy people.
Or isolated from everyone but my supposed doctor.
You wouldn't want to infect your whole family with this disease, right?
This disease? But this is impossible. I was perfectly healthy just moments
It's
ago.
because you entered the epicenter of this epidemic.
Epidemic?
Correct. You can enter the epicenter, but you can't leave.
Well, yeah.
This area is the epicenter of the virus epidemic.
Okay.
Once you enter the epicenter of this epidemic, this disease-stricken place, your chances of contracting the disease is 95%.
So, wait a minute. Why aren't you wearing like a mask or something, Doc? Wait, you got gloves. Why aren't you wearing more protective gear, sir?
The whole town nearby is essentially cut off from the rest of the world.
Cut off from the rest of the world?
That's right. The entire town went into lockdown to prevent further spread of the virus.
What virus? What disease? What virus?
There was an outbreak of a mysterious new virus in this area. The residents of this area are presenting an atypical form of pneumonia of unknown etiology. This place is so deserted, it looks like a ghost town. It's very spooky. We know very little about the origins of this virus. Most likely it's a zoonotic disease coming from an animal, but we weren't able to identify its animal host yet.
Was it the wolves?
What we know is that it's deadly, airborne, highly contagious, and has no vaccine. This is a health crisis. This pestilence is capable of wiping out entire towns. It spreads so rapidly and kills at such an abnormal rate that there's no current reports on a death toll.
Jeez. You know, this sounds... I don't know what time period this is supposed to take place in, but this sounds pretty important. Wouldn't more people know about this, Doc?
Luckily, there are treatments that can mitigate its symptoms and ultimately save you from this malady.
Malady. Wait, if this disease is so deadly, yeah, why aren't you wearing face masks or protective equipment?
Oh, because I wouldn't be able to build a very strong connection with my patients if I wore protective equipment.
Ugh. Listen, you. That's a poor excuse. What you got up your sleeves, Doc?
Think about it. If I wore protective gear, my patients wouldn't be able to see my facial expressions. Wouldn't that be scary? I want them to feel truly comfortable around me. I want to be able to touch them, to feel their skin, to hold their hands, to embrace them as if I was one of their family members.
Sir? I think you're a bit... You're getting a bit too comfortable. What? But that's way too dangerous. Not only you're at risk of catching the disease, but you can also infect other patients.
Then I'll take that risk. Yes, I want to heal my patients, but I also want to form a strong bond with them while providing the utmost comfort to them. And I wouldn't be able to do that wearing a scary mask. How can I truly bond with my patients if they can't even see my face?
Get one of those, clear... welder's helmet masks.
Besides, this is a non-profit hospital, so there's a shortage of medical supplies like masks. I just have to make do with the little I have.
But...
Shh. Don't worry about that. I know what I'm doing. I like that you're worried about me. It's very cute.
Don't call me cute, sir. I was more worried about my own safety, though.
I'm here fighting this battle on the front line against this deadly new virus.
What's your game, Doc?
Oh, and no need to worry about expenses. We offer free medical treatment and needles.
Oh, okay.
This is a non-profit hospital for the poor. We're here to help.
The sus is through the roof. Will I ever be able to return to my family? Doc, I can feel tears falling from my eyes. Doc. Ah! Doctor! Why you kissy poo? Doctor! In an abrupt gesture, Lohi wraps me in his arms tightly and presses his lips against mine. His tongue slips into my mouth gently, but demanding-like. With tongue? Doctor! I'm stunned. I try to regain my composure and loosen up his grip, but it instead makes him embrace me tighter. He presses me against his chest, almost crushing me. Now he doesn't give me even one moment to breathe. He continues to kiss me deeper and deeper, his eyes closed in pure bliss. She's just as confused as me. Like, wait, what? Doc, what? Lohi finally pulls away, leaving me gasping for air. Still wrapped in his arms, my mind tries to process what just happened. My mind is still trying to process what just happened. But what he does next leaves me even more dumbfounded. He starts to cry.
Poor baby Boo! You must be so sad and scared. Of course you will return to your family. I'll make sure of it, because I'm here to treat you.
Sir?
Think of me as your best friend, or even a family member like your dad. I'll be here to hold your hand throughout the whole process.
Mr. Lohi, Dr. Lohi, that kiss did not say Dad. Lohi finally releases me from his tight grip. Thank you, or you shouldn't have done that. Yeah, no, I wasn't very comfortable with that. You shouldn't have done that, Doc.
Why are you being so cold to me? I was just trying to make you feel better. I told you, didn't I? I don't want to just heal my patients. I want to connect with them as much as possible. You better get used to it.
So do you just go around smooching your patients like that?
You should be grateful that I care so much about you. Why would you reject my love and care? I'm doing my best to nurse you back to health, so you better show some appreciation.
Didn't you say there's no vaccine? Yeah, you just got my smooch germs all over you.
Yes, but there are treatments that can improve your condition. So, how do you feel right now?
Shooketh? My head sears with intense pain, and my chest hurts even more. It's getting harder and harder to breathe, and I feel lightheaded.
Let's see. Headache, chest pain, high fever, dry cough, dizziness, and shortness of breath. All noted. This onset of pneumonia-like symptoms are typical of this disease.
Am I going to die?
Not while I'm here to take care of you, baby boo.
It's your game, Doctor.
So, let's begin your treatment. First, I'll give you medication for your pain. Here. Open wide. Say, ah.
What if I don't want to? Reluctantly, I do as I'm told. Lohi hand feeds me some type of medication. He's been forcing me to do what he wants this whole time. I wonder if he realizes how controlling he is. I'm too scared to say no. I have no one else to rely on here.
Good, baby boo.
Stop it!
That'll definitely make you feel better.
I feel like if I didn't take the medication, he'd get very upset. He'd just force-feed it.
But just taking medication is not enough. You need to stay hydrated and healthy.
Yeah.
I brought you a cup of water and chicken soup.
Oh.
It's crucial to drink plenty of water and fluids when you're sick.
That's correct.
You sweat more when you're sick because of the fever. You sneeze and you get a runny nose, and that increases the amount of fluids and electrolytes you lose.
Because your body is trying to flush out the virus that's in your body.
That's why water intake is so important. An infection commonly triggers a cytokine storm. Your immune system releases proteins called inflammatory cytokines to fight the infection. But excessive production of cytokines leads to chronic inflammation.
Ooh.
Chicken soup contains anti-inflammatory properties that inhibit these cytokines, and the steam from chicken soup can open up congested noses and throats. You need to eat well, but you can't eat by yourself. I will feed you.
Hey now, dude, I think I could feed myself. Yeah. I can eat by myself, or are you sure? No, I can do it. I can do it. I'm fine. I'm good. Hammer, I'm fine. No, it's fine. There's no need for that. I can lift a spoon.
Don't give me that attitude. You can't even stand up on your own. Your immune system is currently fighting the virus, and that takes a lot of energy from your body. That's why you're feeling so weak.
Yeah, but I can still lift a spoon.
You can't do anything by yourself. You need me to do everything for you.
My. The gas lights sure are really low today.
You're my patient now. Don't forget that.
The audacity.
Okay then. Open wide. Say, ah.
Lohi brings the spoon to my
Be
mouth.
careful not to get burned.
What, you gonna blow on it for me? The soup tastes surprisingly good. I wonder if he was the one who made it.
Does it taste good?
Yes.
Really? I'm glad. Don't forget to drink water.
You gonna drink the water and then again kiss me to put it in my mouth? Now he brings the cup of water to my mouth.
Oops, be careful not to spill it.
I feel so much better after I finished eating. Lohi seems very pleased, too.
You ate everything. Good, baby boo.
Don't call me baby boo. Stop it. Lohi strokes my head as if I was a child. He keeps he keeps treating me like a little kid, and it's getting annoying. He's so patronizing.
Now
Won't you
that
tell
you're
me
well
what to
fed, it's time for the next step of the treatment. Time for a warm detox bath. The
Detox?
steam from a warm bath can loosen mucus and clear nasal passages.
Oh.
And adding Epsom salt eases muscle aches, and essential oils like eucalyptus and peppermint are effective decongestants.
Ooh. That sounds lovely, actually. I do that already.
Wait a moment, I'll prepare a relaxing bath for you.
Gosh darn, that sounds nice. That sounds nice. I like that. Lohi goes off somewhere else. He comes back after a few minutes later.
Let's go. I'll take you to the bathroom.
You gonna carry me? Lohi picks me up in his arms and happily carries me to another room. Yeah, he'd definitely be able to carry me with those guns of arms. When we enter the new room, I see that it's a bathroom with a bathtub.
I made it very steamy, and I added Epsom salt, eucalyptus, and peppermint oil.
Ooh, that sounds nice. I'm a person who loves their fancy baths. Lohi starts to take off my clothes. I should have expected that. Fine, I'll comply, but only because I really like baths, and you've already seen me naked anyway.
That's a good baby boo. You know you can't do anything without me.
Lohi puts me in the tub. The oils in the warm water eases my muscle aches and alleviates my stuffy nose. He rubs some type of oil on my back and begins to squeeze my shoulders. Doc. He leans in close and whispers in my ear.
I notice that you're still very anxious. One of the best ways to treat anxiety is with a massage.
Body massage!
Not only it reduces stress, it also aids in opening and draining the sinuses, which reduce nasal congestion and inflammation, and decreases your blood pressure and slows down your heart rate.
Yeah, but when it's done by a beefy doctor smiling in your face who keeps treating you like a little kid and is gaslighting you, I think that would just cause more stress. Now he spreads the oil on my back using gliding strokes, his hands at the bottom of my back moving upwards. He applies pressure to my back muscles with kneading strokes, squeezing them with circular movements. He taps my back with the edge of his hand, with short movements, hacking up and down in rapid succession. Then he takes my foot, one after the other, and presses his thumb all over the ball and heel of my feet. Goodness, this is a full body massage. Amazing. It's been a long time since I felt so much pleasure. He's very good at it. I feel revitalized. My muscle aches are mostly gone, and for the first time today, I can breathe without trouble.
How do you feel now?
pretty good, I guess. I feel way better. I can finally breathe, and my body doesn't hurt like before.
See, I told you I could make you feel better. You're still not completely healed, but you already improved a lot.
Thank you. You're very good at it.
My pleasure. I've grown so used to massaging my patients that eventually I got good at it. But it's not over yet.
He applies shampoo to my hair and uses his fingertips to apply light pressure to my scalp, moving in little circles. Then he applies conditioner and reaches for a comb.
I love the feel of your hair. It's so nice to the touch. It calms me down. Let's stay like this for a little while.
Doctor! This is highly unprofessional but very romantic. You did my hair? He begins to smoothly detangle my hair with the comb. It takes a few minutes because he wants to feel my hair.
Yes, like this. It feels so good.
Doc, stop being so cute and creepy at the same time. After he finishes detangling my hair, he takes me from the tub, and he gets a towel to dry me, touching every corner of my body. He's gonna dry my butt. No! I really have no privacy here. To my surprise, he picked up some clean clothes for me.
I brought you some clean clothes. Which one of them do you prefer? Choose one.
Do I actually have a choice? I'm baffled at seeing a I'm baffled at seeing a maid uniform among the clean clothes. A maid uniform. Really? Really? You're not being subtle at all? I end up choosing a plain red nightwear.
What a shame. You'd look so delicious in that uniform.
Who even sleeps wearing a maid uniform? He then carries me back to my room in his arms and puts me to bed.
It's already nighttime. It's essential to get plenty of rest when you're sick. Your body is using up a lot of energy to fight the infection.
Rest and water.
Sleeping reserves and replenishes energy and repairs cells, tissues, and muscles. But can you sleep by yourself? Must be so scary to sleep alone in an unfamiliar room.
Are you going to sleep next to me, Doc? Yes, I can't sleep alone, or I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Are you gonna actually let me be alone? I'll be fine.
How can you sleep well when you're alone in a strange place? Anxiety and stress make you more likely to have nightmares, and that disrupts your sleep.
I'll manage.
Sleeping with someone lowers your blood pressure and reduces inflammation. Emotionally, it reduces your anxiety and stress and makes you feel safer.
Yeah, but, I don't feel really safe around you, Doc.
You need to sleep well and peacefully in order to get better. That's why I'm here, to protect you in your sleep.
How does that even work? Fine. So we're just gonna do it anyway. Lohi turns off the lights. He gets in my bed and wraps me in his arms.
I'll make sure that you feel protected.
Okay. It's strange, but I feel protected when I'm with you, Lohi. Says you, Espoir. In the game.
That makes me very happy. It's what I wanted to hear. It's not strange at all. We feel protected when we're near people we love.
Do I love Lohi? Espoir in the game, I think you're succumbing to Stockholm Syndrome a lot faster than I am. I mean, he's very sweet and knowledgeable, but you're way too pushy. I don't have that many friends besides my mom, so it makes me very happy to have someone by my side.
Poor baby boo, I'm here for you. It's great that you can count on your mom. My own parents kicked me out of the house.
Aw. That's horrible. Why would they do that? Do you want to talk about it? Yes, Doc, explain.
Yes, it's horrible. I come up from a family of doctors. My father, mother, and older brother are all doctors. They disowned me and kicked me out of the house because they thought I had no talent to be a doctor.
Well, Lohi, maybe your method of kissing and bathing and foot massaging your patients isn't very ethical.
They always speak ill of me, saying that I bring shame to the family. I'm basically the black sheep of my family.
Oh.
No matter what I do, it's never enough.
Lohi starts to cry. That's not true. How can they say that? You've been taking care of me so well until now, so why?
Thank you very much. You really know how to make me feel better, baby boo.
Are you not going to explain that? Also, why are you looming over me like that, Doctor? I mean, I like the view, but you're far too pushy, Doc. In a sudden movement, Lohi pins my arms down to the bed and kisses my lips.
Are you afraid? Do I repulse you?
I mean, you're pretty cute, not gonna lie. You're very nice and you're very knowledgeable, but gosh darn it, sir, can I explain the word consent to you? This is what I was talking about! Consent! He sticks his tongue into my mouth. At first I was scared, but I eventually found myself reciprocating his kiss. He kisses me all the way down to my neck. Then he leans in close and whispers in my ear.
If you're ever afraid, I'll be there to hold your hand and protect you, my precious little baby boo. Oh no.
What's the matter? What's that smell? It's foul. It smells like rotting flesh. Doc, do you have something in another room that you need to explain? Wait, this foul stench is coming from Lohi. Lohi, explain!
I'm sorry, I remembered that I have some errands to run. I'll be back soon. Will you be okay while I'm gone?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Go do your business.
Really? You won't miss me?
Well, I mean, a little bit. Where's my doctor to force himself upon me? I'm gonna miss that.
Even though I've been taking care of you so well up until now, you won't miss me?
It's fine. Just go do your thing. Just leave the room. Just leave me alone for a minute. Jeez.
Sleeping alone in an unfamiliar place is very stressful. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. But I've got to go.
Okay.
Don't leave the room!
I can't promise that. It depends on what sounds I hear after you leave. Lohi runs off to somewhere else in a hurry. Why is he in such a hurry? He looked like he was in pain. And what's with that smell? He was in such a hurry that he dropped something out of his pocket. When I pick it up, I see that it's a picture of a person around my age. That's very weird. Why would Lohi have that? A picture? I think about the worst-case scenario. I have a bad feeling about it. Maybe I should go after him to give it back to him and ask him more about it. Well, he said don't leave the room, so let's leave the room. Let's go after him. Lohi, explain! I go after Lohi so I can give it back to him and ask him about it. I leave my room, only to find an empty and dark hallway. I can't see very well in this darkness. I manage to find the light switch and turn on the lights. Ooh, pretty normal, pretty standard. Where is the medical staff? Where are the other doctors and nurses? There are several doors, though. I don't know which room Lohi is in. I choose the closest door. It's too dark here. I can't see anything. I turn on the lights. Okay, so this is pretty modern times. Why am I taking stuff to my sick grandmama? Why don't I just give her a no-contact DoorDash or something? This is a medical office. I wonder if this is Lohi's office. Snoop around, look at the books. Curiosity gets the better of me, and I decide to inspect the room. There are lots of medical books on the shelves. As I'm inspecting the room, my attention is drawn to a book lying on the desk. I open it and find out it's a photo album. But what's really alarming is that there are only pictures of strangers around my age in the album. Doc? There's no picture of Lohi here. There doesn't seem to be any picture of his relatives, too. No one here resembles him. Those photos match the one that fell out of Lohi's pocket. I have a horrible feeling about it. I'm scared. What should I do? Don't ask me. Look for Lohi. Lohi, explain yourself, doctor. Lohi might be controlling, invasive, and patronizing, but he took very good care of me when I was ill. Could add a few more adjectives onto that. I gotta have some faith in him. I can ask him about the photos once I find him. I'm sure he has a logical explanation for that. Maybe he just likes taking pictures of all his patients. What state are those patients in? Yes, that sounds like him. He said he wants to build strong connections with his patients. Does he also French kiss all of them, too? Or is he trying to, gather up germs from different people and pass them around to other people? I don't know, I'm on the assumption that he kisses everyone. I leave his office and go back to the hallway. Oh! Okay. I guess we found the other patients. There's a bunch of skulls in this room. I opened another door. It's too dark here. I can't see anything. I can see everything. You don't want to turn on that light. I turn on the lights. Oh! I couldn't believe what I was seeing. These skulls should be organized by height and shape. It's too asymmetrical. Shelves filled with human skulls. What's the meaning of this? I take a closer look. Are they real skulls? No, they can't be. They have to be fake, right? Maybe he just went to a Spirit Halloween on the day after Halloween and got himself a bunch of prop skulls. Why would Lohi keep something so morbid? I'm out of here, or keep looking for... No, I'm gonna keep looking for him. Explain yourself, doctor. Wait, he's a doctor, so he might keep them for research purposes. I've seen doctors keeping a fake skeleton in their office. That must be it. They're totally fake. But why keep so many? I have to trust him. He took very good care of me while I was unwell, despite his flaws. You know, after the first baby boo, he kind of got on my bad side, but after the unexpected smooch, I don't really trust him all that much. Espoir inside the game. I leave this creepy room. I go back to the hallway and choose the next door. Oh! Oh, okay. Maybe I should have ran away. That's another playthrough. What is that sound? Lohi? It's too dark here. I can't see anything. Oh! It's too hard to see in this darkness, but I manage to make out a tall silhouette. I feel around the walls and find the light switch. I turn on the lights. Don't turn on the light! The scene before my eyes looks like it was ripped straight out of a horror movie. A man with the deathly pallor of a corpse, covered in blood, munching on an arm. He's so focused on eating that he hasn't even noticed me here yet. I look around and find a mangled body beyond recognition in the room's bed. I was so shocked that I couldn't even react. I couldn't move my body. To my horror, I realize that the person he's eating is the same person in the photo. Oh. He finally notices me. He looks at me. He seems surprised to see me here.
Baby Boo, what are you doing here?
You dropped your thing. The pet name? Is this Lohi?
I told you to stay in your room. You shouldn't be here. I told you before, didn't I? Ill-behaved babies get punished.
I'm not a baby, I'm 37. Do I have to run? I finally react. I try to run for the exit, but he appears in front of me, blocking my way. What?
Where are you going, and why do you look so scared?
Are you a vampire? Or wait, no, vampire. Are you some kind of ghoul?
Is this how you treat people who take care of you? Running away like that?
No, honey. This is how I treat people covered in blood and gore. How could he say that when he was devouring a person just a few seconds ago? And he looks so different, too. He's deathly pale and has claws and razor-sharp teeth. His eyes are bloodshot, and there's a white cross engraved in his red eyes. Is this the same symbol as the one on his shirt? His hair is curlier, too, and what's up with his eyebrows? They're so thick. That's something you noticed? His thick eyebrows? And there's that smell of rotting flesh again. It's definitely coming from him.
I don't want you to see me without my makeup. I haven't even fixed my hair or plucked my eyebrows yet.
Forget that. You were eating human flesh just a few moments ago. Of course, I'm still shocked. What can I even say about all this?
Why don't we return to the room so I can explain everything to you?
Yes, please do explain. Do you want me to go back there? I'm left with no choice. I can't outrun nor overpower him. I'm done for. I can struggle. I'm good at struggling. At his command, we go back to the room with the disfigured corpse. It's my first time seeing someone dead, let alone in that state. I feel nauseous. I'll just vomit at this rate. I came here because you dropped this when you were in a hurry.
Oh,
I hand him the picture of the dead person in the bed.
I see. That was very careless of me. I was in a hurry because I felt my craving for human flesh plaguing me.
That's fine. It happens to the best of us, Human flesh. When you gotta get some human flesh in you, you gotta go.
I like keeping pictures of my patients so I can remember them better after I eat them.
I like how he read that. Can I just say the voice actor? Top notch. Doing a great job. I love this guy. This very good voice acting. So that's why there's a photo album full of pictures of strangers in his medical office. And skulls in his storage room. What about this smell? Seriously, something crawled up you and died.
Oh, that would be me. I always give off this strong odor of rotting flesh when I crave human meat. People always comment on it.
Oh, yeah, I would hope they do. Of course. That's not normal.
I bet I smell like death right now. Are you disgusted by me?
I mean, smell aside, clean yourself up a little bit, and I don't know, you could pass. Someone would look at you and go, would?
Judging by the disgusted look on your face, I'd say yes.
It's mostly the blood, really. So he's aware of it. Lohi points at the corpse.
This was one of my patients. She was in the final stages of one of my diseases.
One of your diseases?
My body carries all types of fatal diseases. I'm not affected by them, but the people around me are. All living beings are affected, even plants.
Is that why I only saw dead trees in the forest? Oh yeah, I thought they were just creepy.
Wherever I go, I cause outbreaks of fatal diseases.
Oh.
This one was caused by one of my viruses.
Mm-hmm.
I call this particular virus Amare 27 because I love my patients so much. And I was born in 1727.
Old man.
Just being around me is dangerous to your health. I can infect people with all types of pathogens, but I can't cure them.
Oh, how sad.
I've caused countless epidemics and wiped out many towns during my lifetime, but I try not to alert the World Health Organization.
I'm surprised they aren't by this point.
It came to a point where Apir hunters gave me a nickname, Plague Master. Even my fellow Apirs called me Plague Master.
Upir? Upir? Oh. Me, the person who thinks they know everything about vampires, and I never heard of this. A demonic being from Slavic and Turkic folklore, a prototype of the vampire. Cool! I didn't know that! Also, Plague Master is a really cool name, and you should lean into that. I mean, maybe not as a doctor, but get that put on a back of a leather jacket. That sounds cool. That's a very fitting nickname.
I'm the only one in my family like this. This is my gift.
Oh, that's your vampire gift? That's more like a curse than a gift.
My father, mother, and older brother have a magical healing touch. That's their gift.
Oh.
What we all have in common is that we crave human flesh. This is a universal Opier trait.
Upir trait?
We call ourselves Opier. All Opier need human flesh to survive, but we have different gifts. My whole family, except for me, can heal humans from incurable diseases. They're famously known for their miraculous cures. The patients they eat are just pronounced dead. They save so many humans that nobody suspects them.
Aw. So that leaves you.
I remember the day my gift first manifested quite well. There was a strain of virulent flu afflicting the whole village. I felt an overwhelming power flowing throughout my body. I knew my gift was manifesting. So I, without my parents' permission, tried to heal the patients like they always do. But I ended up killing everyone. My parents beat me up a lot that day. I was immediately disowned and kicked out of the house.
Aw, how sad. Tears of blood start to fall from his eyes.
They're so sure that I gained the same gift as my brother. I hate him. He's better than me at everything. Everyone looks up to him. He's just so handsome and perfect.
Since he's your brother, I assume he looks like you. How can he be handsome and perfect if he looks like you?
That's why I'm the black sheep in my family. I wanted to be a great doctor just like them, but I couldn't.
Aww. Smallest violin in the world playing for this corpse-eating vampire man who kissed me without my consent.
So, the least I can do after infecting people is taking very good care of them until they succumb to my disease. Even my fellow peers avoid me like the plague, as if I were a leper. Sometimes I feel so alone. But I have lots of friends inside me.
Do you mean the viruses or the people you've eaten?
Most people think viruses aren't alive. But of course they are. They are my friends. We are inseparable.
I'd like to introduce you to a dude I met named Niall. Viruses are your friends? What kind of logic is that?
Not just viruses. My body's a house of all kinds of parasites. They keep me company. They'll never leave me.
Well, I'd also like to introduce you to a friend of mine named Virai. You talk as if having parasites living inside your body is a good thing. No, this is awful. I find it hard to process all that information at once. This is insane. So, you made everyone from the nearby town sick? Including me?
Yes, wherever I go, and as long as I live, I'll infect people with fatal diseases.
Well, let's find you a nice cave, friend.
The pathogens are in the air around me. Plus, we exchanged plenty of bodily fluids.
Yeah, against my will. Did you start crying just to put your tears on me? You talk as if I had a say in that. You infected me with your bodily fluids against my will. What about my grandmother's illness? Is that your doing too?
Could be. My pathogens travel in the air. Sometimes I don't actually need to be there in order to infect a whole town.
Jeez, guy! You're a walking disaster.
But if your grandmother really contracted one of my diseases, then soon her whole town will be infected too. My diseases spread like wildfire, after all. The elderly are the first to die from my diseases. Very soon your grandmother will succumb, and soon enough her whole town will perish along with her.
Grandmama! Not grandmama! Oh my god, no!
I didn't tell you before because when I explain everything to my patients, quite often they try to run away from me. Sometimes they do manage to escape when I'm not looking.
Of course they'll try to escape.
But it's all futile. My disease catches up with them eventually. Once you're infected, I get full control of your body.
Oh, no, not my body. Wait, what? water bending, but it's the gosh darn disease in my body.
I can control every infected cell in your body. It's impossible to escape me.
Why'd you have to say it all sexy like that?
I actually want to cut off their limbs, but it's no fun to keep someone without their consent.
I don't know, you seem to do a lot of things without my consent, best friend.
I'd rather just kill them if they don't want to be with me. Getting their consent is all part of the fun process.
Mm-mm.
They just keep resisting me, rejecting my care and love. It'd be a huge hassle.
But man, if they didn't have arms and legs, they'd be forced to rely on me completely. But I'd have to contain some of my urges.
We'll just eat the arms and legs slowly, I guess. You lied to me. You said that you could make me better with your treatment, and that you wouldn't let me die.
Well, I needed to give you some hope that you would get better. Otherwise, you'd just reject my care and love.
I kinda already did.
The reason you didn't see anybody in town or at the hospital is because they're mostly dead.
Mm-mm.
You were the only healthy person around, so I decided to stick around to take care of you until you die. After that, I'd eat you up and move on to the nearest town so I could infect and devour more people.
Jeez, guy. Well, what are you gonna do when you infect and eat everybody, or you mess with another Upir's dinner? Why me?
Because you seem so lonely and vulnerable. I can tell by the way you speak, the way you walk. Makes me want to take care of you. You're just my type.
Oh no! Oh no!
I eat my patients when they're in the final stages of my disease. It's become a ritual. They don't feel any pain, nor do they suffer after I eat them. I save them from the ills of this world. There's nothing to be afraid of. This is the best way for me to connect with my patients. When I eat them, we become one with each other, and we live together forever. And I make sure that they're given the best care, so they can pass in utmost bliss. I even give them hallucinations, so that I can make them believe their dreams came true. I'll be taking this with me.
After that, he rips off the corpse's head.
I'll preserve it and keep it safe with the others.
Oh, she's having a real great time. She's like, well, this may as well be happening.
Isn't it beautiful?
Now he shows it to me as if it was a trophy. You're sick.
No, I'm not sick. I'm completely healthy. Only the people around me get sick.
Good one. That was a great comeback, friend. I meant that you're sick in the head.
Why?
Really? Do I need to answer that? Please, I want to go home.
If you return home, you'll infect your entire town. It only takes one infected person to cause a whole epidemic.
But I feel perfectly fine. As I say that, I feel intense pain in my whole body and something building up in my lungs.
I bet those cytokines are killing you right now. As my virus spreads through your bloodstream, it causes blood to leak from your blood vessels and multiple organs failure.
How dare you?
All that blood has to go somewhere, right? You bleed internally and externally from every orifice in your body.
Every orifice? As he says that, blood starts dripping from my nose and ears. Oh no! I collapse to the floor.
That leaking blood has entered your lungs, causing you to drown in your own blood.
Ah! I cough up blood. My airways are flooded with blood. I'm choking on my own blood.
Your skin has turned blue due to the lack of oxygen, a condition called cyanosis. Later it will be impossible to tell your original skin color. You're coughing so hard that you tore your lungs, making that horrible crackling sound.
I can't breathe, and it hurts so much. This is torture. Please end my suffering. Just kill me already.
Your body will try to fight these symptoms by releasing proteins called cytokines. But what happens if it releases too many?
Ooh, I know. It's the cytokine storm thing that you told me about.
It leads to an overreaction of your immune system, a cytokine storm. Your body's defenses will try to do anything to destroy the virus, but it will only result in further damage of your blood vessels. I'm able to mitigate or aggravate the symptoms of my diseases, so you might think you're cured, but the truth is that I can never cure you. I can only infect.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna get Osmosis Jones on you.
Even so, it's impossible to control my gift completely, and it gets even worse when I'm upset. Does it hurt when I increase the amount of cytokines released in your body? Are you suffering?
Jeez. Of course I am. I can't even stand up. What a stupid question.
Come to think of it, I was going to infect the nearest town anyways, so it doesn't really make a difference if you were to go back.
So I guess if I would have escaped, it would have been a bad ending anyway.
Just kidding. I would never let you go. You were mine the moment you came knocking on my hospital's door.
The nearest town? This is where my family lives. Please don't. I beg you. I'll do anything.
Diseases have been affecting humans for centuries. Just think of me as another natural disaster. It's all just a part of the cycle of life.
Cycle of life, my booty cheeks.
Don't say that word, it's ugly. Don't make me wash your mouth with soap.
Booty cheeks. I bet I'm just another patient for you.
Of course not. I love all my patients. They all have a special place in my heart. But even I have favorites.
I don't want to know what you do to the favorites.
Even though you're such an ill-behaved baby, I still like you.
Stop. You make me sick.
Yes, like I told you, the pathogens are in the air around me, and we exchange plenty of bodily fluids.
Excellent comeback. Excellent comeback. Coughs up more blood. I meant that you disgust me. I hate this. You're awful.
Now that's just cruel. How can you say that after I took such good care of you? Is this how you treat someone who cares so much about you? You better show some appreciation.
You don't care about me. You only care about yourself. I bet you only take care of your victims to get validation, since your parents didn't validate your feelings. Coughs up more blood. Oh, did that get him? And you know what? They're right. You have no talent to be a doctor. Quite the contrary, actually. You should be banned from going anywhere near a hospital. Actually, you should be banned from going to any public place because your gift is hazardous to all living beings. I'm doing a lot of talking for someone who has blood coming out of their ears and nose. Why do you keep on living if your existence only hurts others? If you actually cared about people, you'd just kill yourself. That's a bit harsh, Espoir. You shouldn't say that. Also, again, talking a lot for someone who has blood leaking out of every orifice. Before I can finish my sentence, Lohi grabs me by the neck and shuts my mouth with his hand from behind.
That's enough! How can you say such horrible things? I should wash your mouth with soap. I already told you that ill-behaved babies get punished.
What you gonna do?
I wonder what I should do with you. Maybe I should cut off your limbs after all. No, that won't do it. You just hate me. You just keep resisting my love and care.
I already hate
It's
you.
horrible to tell someone to kill themselves. An au pair hunter once told me to kill myself too. They told me I'd only bring chaos, plague, and misfortune wherever I go. I wonder if you'd like if someone told you that.
And it's horrible to infect people with fatal diseases before eating them. I wonder if you'd like it if someone did the same to you. They're not wrong about you.
You seem to forget that I'm a living being with feelings. How can you sleep at night after telling someone that they have no talent to do what they love and that they should kill themselves?
You don't even care about the feelings of your patients. Why should people care about your feelings if you don't care about the feelings of others?
I didn't know you were into bullying, baby boo.
Are you trying to gaslight me again? Are you trying to make me feel bad about, being eaten? Bullying? So I'm the bully here? And stop calling me baby boo. Starting to enjoy it.
But you know what? Even after everything you said, I still cherish the moments we spent together.
Mm-mm. He takes something out of his coat. Is that a syringe?
Stay still.
Ah! Realizing that he has a syringe in his hands causes me to panic. I'm terrified. There's no way I can stay still when he wants to inject me with some weird substance. I try to struggle.
Humans always try to free from my grasp, even though it's futile. Humans never cease to amaze me. I love them. Such fragile creatures.
Yeah, but we're very determined and can be very annoying. Tears begin to fall from my eyes.
Shh. Don't cry. I don't like to see you crying or suffering.
Then why are you torturing me right now?
I'm the one who should be crying after being torn to shreds.
I could do worse. I can't believe this creature. I keep struggling, but Lohi is unfazed.
Stop struggling. It'll only make things worse. You'll only hurt yourself.
Continues to struggle. After watching me struggle for a few moments, he finally injects me with some kind of anesthetic.
It's a shame we broke up on such unfriendly terms. Sweet dreams, baby boo.
Oh, okay. Immediately after the injection, I can feel my consciousness fading away. Well, it's not over. Oh, shoot, it's not over. I wake up in another unfamiliar room. I have a look around the new room to see if I can find out where I am. I look upwards to find what looks like surgical lights. Is this an operating room? Why am I here? I try to move, but to my horror, I realize that I'm bound by straps. I assume that I'm lying on an operating table. Operating table? I think of the absolute worst that could happen to me and my head starts to race. A shiver runs down my spine. The door opens, and Lohi walks in.
So, you're awake. I was hoping that the anesthetic would render you unconscious for a couple more hours.
Ah!
I'm all out of anesthetics. The one I gave you was the last one. But I don't think the effects of the anesthetic I gave you completely wore off. You might be conscious during the surgery, but you shouldn't feel any pain. Anesthesia awareness is very rare, but it still happens when there's insufficient doses of anesthetics.
Surgery? Please, no, Lohi, please don't. I can't speak, but the terrified look in my eyes tells him something. Lohi looks at me, as if trying to calm me down. He strokes my head.
Don't worry, it won't hurt at all. And I'll be as quick as possible. There's nothing to be afraid of.
There's nothing to be afraid of. Guy looks like that.
I just want your heart, baby boo. It's a custom of mine to take my patients' hearts and preserve them along with their heads.
I was surprised I didn't find a room full of hearts. No, Lohi, I beg you, don't do that. Oh no, I can't speak. My body is still too sedated from that anesthetic.
First, I'll make an incision in your chest.
He takes his scalpel. I still can't believe he'll really do it. Lohi stabs my chest. Ah! He's actually cutting my chest. I don't feel anything, but the sight makes me nauseous. I can imagine the sensation of the cold scalpels cutting through my skin. After that, he reaches for a gigantic saw. I wish I could scream as hard as I can, but what good would that do?
Relax, this is just a bone saw. I'll use it to separate your chest bone and open your rib cage so that I can access your heart.
Just a good old-fashioned bone saw. You gotta get through that pesky rib cage. You talk as if this was no big deal. I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna vomit. Bile backs up into my throat, and I spill it onto the operating table. Lohi immediately wipes it with a cloth.
You must be very anxious right now. That's normal. People tend to get anxious before a surgery.
In my case, I'm actually anxious during the surgery. The surgery is currently happening. Lohi starts cutting my chest with the saw, moving it rapidly back and forth. He penetrates my chest bone and opens my rib cage. No, don't look inside my rib cage. That's my personal rib cage. I want to die. Just kill me already.
I can finally see your heart.
Ah! I don't feel any pain, but I can feel him groping around my entrails. I feel so invaded. I really have no privacy here. This is the ultimate invasion of my privacy. Getting your hands all up in my chest, trying to touch my heart. With a pair of scissors, he starts cutting the arteries and veins of my heart. He finally rips out my heart.
See, that wasn't so bad. This is your heart. Isn't it beautiful?
Hey, that's mine. Can't take that. I feel so sick. My body goes into shock. My consciousness gradually leaves my body.
Soon we'll be together forever.
What, when you eat my arms and legs?
Yet another failure.
They always insult and disparage me after I explain things, even though I took such good care of them.
Is that my head? I tell you what, that's a pretty nice looking skull there. Who are you calling a failure? Look at those cheekbones. That's a prime specimen right there.
I wonder, what am I doing wrong? I just want my special patients to love me. Is that too much to ask? I thought we would get along so well. Why did it turn out like this? But you look so beautiful right now. I'll put you with the others. At least they're always delicious. I can't stop eating them.
End 3. Bad breakup. Okay. I complied when he was gonna give me a bath. What if I try to stop him? No, please. I can do this myself. He wears a smile on his face, but I can sense anger underneath that smile.
So you'll really defy me even after my examination proved that you can't do anything by yourself? You should be aware by now that you need me to do everything for you. Do you want to escape my care that much?
Kind of, now that I know what you are.
You're under my care now. Be a good baby boo, because ill-behaved babies get punished.
Dang it, I'm in the tub anyway. Okay, so the first choice to leave the hospital, instead of looking for Lohi, what if I leave? What if I just go? What if I try to go? This whole situation is creepy. I knew there was something wrong with him. It was too good to be true. I need to leave this place right now. The final door in the hallway must be the exit. I'm out of here. Oh yeah, I forgot about the dark forest. I flee from the hospital and run far away from there. I find myself in that same dark forest, but I don't care. Staying in that place is way more dangerous. Oh no, I don't know the way back home. I'm lost again. What do I do? Oh no, I hear the howls of wolves. I'm screwed. Am I going to die? I see the wolves approach me with fierce eyes, ready to attack their prey. Hey now, guys, you don't want to eat me. Ugh. Just as when I was about to be torn to pieces, I hear the sound of gunshots. A mysterious man holding a gun and an axe appears. He shot one of the wolves. That draws the pack's attention to him. They charge at him, but he's faster. He shoots them with one hand and beheads them with the other. In less than a minute, he's killed the entire pack by himself. He turns his attention to me. Are you okay? Are you injured? I'm okay. Thank you very much for saving me. Good. It's too dangerous around here. What are you doing here so late at night? I know. That's why I'm trying to get back home, but I got lost. I see. But how did you survive out here alone for so long? I took shelter in a nearby hospital. Uh-oh. A hospital? The mysterious man takes something out of his pocket. It's a photo of someone. When I take a closer look, I see that it's a picture of Lohi.
Have you seen this man?
Yes, his name is Lohi. He was my doctor when I was at the hospital.
He infects people with fatal diseases wherever he goes and devours them. He's not human.
A chill runs down my spine. Is that true? So beings like vampires and ghouls exist? Does that mean I was going to become one of his victims?
Yes, definitely. He killed my sister. She wasn't so lucky. I've been looking for this man, or rather, thing. Tell me where he is, so he doesn't make more victims. I'll take care of him.
But if he's not human, how will you fight against him?
I have to try. I don't care if it's dangerous or not. I have nothing to lose.
He's in the direction I came from, right there. I point in the direction of the hospital.
Thank you. The path to civilization is over there. You can't miss it. Take care on your way home.
He points to the road that leads back home. Thank you very much. You take care too.
We both doomed.
I eventually find my way home. I ended up not delivering the food to my grandma. How will I explain that to my mom? I wonder what happened to that mysterious man. I didn't even ask his name, even though he saved me. Did he manage to beat Lohi? I guess I'll never know. Just when I got home, my condition deteriorates. I collapse in the arms of my mom. My whole family gets ill too. Am I going to die from this horrible disease? Is everyone going to die from this horrible disease?
The answer is yes. Ending 2. Dying with your family. How lovely. What if I say, I'm out of here, when I really should get out of here, when I really start finding the room full of skulls?
That's it. I'm out of here. I don't care if he took care of me. This is just too creepy. What if he keeps the skull of his patients? The idea of my skull being added to his collection sends a chill down my spine.
Will he appreciate my smooth cheekbones?
There has to be something wrong with him.
Yeah, that didn't end well either. All right, what if I'm absolutely baby boo, sweetheart, nice to him? What happens then?
I'm going to examine your chest since you mentioned having chest pain as well.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Good, baby boo.
This is so embarrassing. But this is an emergency. He needs to examine my chest properly. Lohi strips me naked. No, my goodies are on display.
Think of me as your best friend, or even a family member like your dad. I'll be here to hold your hand throughout the whole process.
Huh?
Thank you. Lohi smiles happily at me.
What for? No need to thank me. I love making my patients happy.
Oh, how sweet.
Besides, it's my job to treat the ill, especially those in critical condition. But your gratitude does make me very happy.
But that was too dangerous. I'm infected, and you exchanged bodily fluids with me. You could get infected too.
Are you worried about me? That makes me even happier. But you don't need to worry about me. Like I told you, I want to build strong connections with my patients and provide the utmost comfort to them.
His smile is infectious.
I mean, this is a happier playthrough, and infectious is a very specific choice of words. You need to eat well, but you can't eat by yourself. I will feed you.
Are you sure?
Of course! I take the greatest pleasure in taking care of you, baby boo.
Oh no!
I live to take care of my beloved patients. It's my greatest pleasure in the world.
Then shouldn't you be taking care of your other patients too?
Don't worry about it. The other doctors and nurses are taking care of them. I'm your doctor, and I cover for the nurses too.
I realize that it's no use to ask more questions on the subject. He just won't budge. even if I try to press further. Yes, I can't sleep alone. I generally sleep with my mom when I'm feeling anxious or scared.
See, that's perfectly normal. Sleeping with someone reduces your anxiety and stress and makes you feel safer.
That makes sense.
Will you be okay while I'm gone?
Oh, okay, now is the part where he's getting his cravings. Don't go. Please don't go. Being alone here is scary.
Oh, no. Poor baby Boo. I'll be as quick as possible. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. But I've got to go. Don't leave the room.
Okay. Originally, I intended to just stay there like he wants, but I was really curious if anything would change if I went to look for him after being super incredibly sweet to him. Lohi shows it to me as if it was a trophy. So, the time we spent together meant nothing to you? Am I just another patient to you, and you were just saving me for later?
Of course not. It's been years since someone wholly accepted all my love and care. Generally, people think I'm overbearing, controlling, or pushy.
Overbearing? Controlling? Pushy? No.
But you accepted me wholeheartedly the way I am. There's no greater pleasure than being accepted the way you are. Not even my parents could do that. And we have such good chemistry together. You let me take care of you without complaining, and I get to take care of someone.
Oh, he's so happy and covered in blood.
Taking care of people is what I love the most in this world.
I gotta get you a plant or something.
You have a very special place in my heart, baby boo. I want you by my side for as long as possible.
I think he's getting a little bit too happy. Is that really true?
Of course it is. Believe me. If that wasn't true, you'd be dead by now. I always punish ill-behaved babies.
Stop calling them babies, that's weird. At that moment, I feel fear for a second. But Lohi strokes my head and wraps me in his embrace. The smell of death coming from him is so strong. Ah! Quit it! Stop smooching me! I mean, I'm already infected. What's another blood disease all over me? He runs his claws along my body, sending shivers down my spine as I feel them scratching my skin. He presses his lips against mine in a devouring kiss. I can feel his fangs grazing my lips. Aww. Wait, is this the sweetheart ending? Despite his razor-sharp teeth, he gently nibbles my ear, all the way down to my neck. So, you'll kill me?
Everyone dies at some point. I'm just speeding up the process. And I will make sure to make you very happy while doing so. There is nothing to be afraid of.
I mean, in this instance, would he be able to make me into a vampire too?
I probably look unpleasant to you right now. I'll put back on my makeup.
No, it's fine. You look okay that way.
Really? Thank you so much for accepting me unconditionally. I feel so comfortable with you, baby boo.
Aw. No problem. If it's okay with you, I'd like to draw you like that.
Oh.
I like to draw the people I love, so if you don't mind, I'd like to draw you.
That's so cute. Of course you can. Although I don't like to show myself without my makeup, I'll make an exception for this beautiful occasion.
Oh. Lohi sits on the bed and poses for me. I feel nervous at first. My lines were pretty jagged. I just wanted to impress Lohi. But then, as time passed, I gained more and more confidence, and it showed in my lines. They were now smooth and precise. Once I finished my drawing, I was very excited to show it to Lohi, who patiently posed for me.
Wow, that's amazing! It looks exactly like me. But am I that ugly, though?
Aww.
You're very talented. In my case, I can only draw stick figures.
Ah, he said it. He said the thing that all artists hear. I blush at his compliments. Thank you.
Of course, I really mean it.
Oh,
Can I keep it?
absolutely, baby. Of course.
Thanks, I'll treasure it. I really love to receive presents from my patients. It makes my day.
And here's where I would put all my gifts for my patients, if I had any. It's cute how he gets so happy because of something so small. You're welcome. Hey, Lohi, I was thinking, what about my family?
What about them?
Uh-oh. Will I ever be able to see them again?
You won't be able to return to them. You're already infected with my disease. If you return to them, you'll cause an outbreak in your town. It only takes one person to cause a whole epidemic.
But I feel fine.
That's because I'm mitigating the symptoms. I can mitigate or aggravate the symptoms of my diseases, but I can't cure you. Even so, it's impossible to control my gift completely, and it gets even worse when I'm upset. But I guess it wouldn't make a difference if you were to return. I'll be passing by your town, so I'll cause an epidemic there anyway.
No! You'll kill my family?
Come to think of it, it's better for me if I reunite you with your family. You'll introduce me to your family as your fiancé.
Now wait a minute.
It's only natural that you should introduce your fiancé to your family.
Wait a minute! Fiancé? You skipped the part where you'd have to be my boyfriend first.
I'll take very good care of you and your whole family until the inevitable end. I'm very interested in knowing your family. I really want to meet them.
How can I explain all that to my family? Like, hey, here's my fiancé. No, he's not my boyfriend, and we're all gonna die. like right now. Right now. What if they don't accept you? Oh yeah, I forgot, because you're also like a monster.
It'll be fine. I'll make sure that they'll accept me. I know lots of ways to brainwash someone safely and humanely.
I shake at that line. Please don't hurt my family.
What are you so worried about? It'll be fine. You have to trust me. Don't you trust your fiancé?
Ah, you're doing it again. You're doing that manipulation thing again. Yes, you're right. I should trust my fiancé. Lohi smiles in pure bliss at being called fiancé. His smile is infectious. Again, clever use of that word. Where's your family? Why did she introduce me to your family?
It makes me so happy that you're calling me fiancé. It's amazing how something that seems so small can make me so happy.
Aw, this is teeter-tottering on really, really sweet and really, really morbid.
I love you so much, I want to devour you whole.
I mean, you're gonna.
But I'll wait until you're too weak to function. I want to savor our time together until the very end.
Nani? Lohi and I hear someone break into the hospital. Oh, is that hunter dude? Uh-oh. We go to the hallway to see who could have done that. We find a mysterious man armed with an axe. Uh-oh. I've been looking for you, Plague Master. It's you who've been causing epidemics of fatal diseases and devouring people. I came here to put an end to your heinous crimes. You're not human, are you? I don't care what you are. Tonight, you'll be exterminated.
It's quite ill-mannered of you to break into my hospital. And it's not nice to accuse someone like that and say that you'll exterminate them.
I know, it's so rude, isn't it, honey?
But I'll overlook all that. Why don't you have a seat so we can have a heartfelt talk? What's your name?
You always play victim and give that gentle, forgiving attitude. I know everything about you, Plague Master. I just nudge him with my elbow. See, honey, that's a really great name. You should lean into that. Maybe not as a doctor. The way you make your victims believe that you're just a kind doctor trying to take care of them. Very cunning of you.
Your accusations are ill-founded. I really do love my patients and taking care of them. For me, this is the greatest pleasure in the world.
He's not kidding. He kissed me without my consent like 3 times.
I love my patients so much that I infect them with my love. This epidemic was caused by my newest virus, the virus of love. Amare 27!
He's so proud of himself.
I gave it this name because I love my patients so much. Oh, and I was born in 1727. Isn't it a fitting name?
On hearing this, the man makes a disgusted face. This is your new victim, isn't it? The man points at me.
How rude. This is my fiancée, my baby boo.
Yeah, I'm his boo. Lohi holds my hand. So, you even give them pet names?
I get it. You don't feel so good. You must be ill. That's why you're so angry right now. Don't worry, I can take care of you too.
But Pookie, I'm your only baby boo. Yes, I am angry. You're the one responsible for the disappearance of my sister. You've probably ate her by now.
I'm not exactly sure. I ate so many of my patients during my lifetime. You'll have to be more specific if you want me to remember her.
The man shows Lohi a photo. The corpse Lohi was devouring just a few moments ago belongs to this man's sister. Oh, well shoot, we still got her head. It's right over here. She disappeared a few weeks ago in the nearby town. I knew it was your doing once I managed to track you down.
Ah, yes. I've been taking care of her these past few weeks. She grew significantly weak due to my disease. After I explained everything to her, she became verbally abusive, calling me all sorts of awful names. But I forgave her. It's okay to blow off some steam sometimes. Being sick can get you in a bad mood after all.
I love how nonchalant he is about everything. Guy breaks into your house with an axe and he says, "Sit down, what's your name? Let's talk." I love this guy, but I'm also terrified of this guy.
She tried running away from me, so I had to eat her. What else could I do? She couldn't do anything by herself. She couldn't live without me. But don't worry, she's safe with me, since she's inside me now, and we can finally become one with another and be together forever. And I'll preserve her head. I'll keep it safe with my other patients.
Enraged, the man couldn't take any more of Lohi's speech. He pulls out a long tube out of his sleeve and stabs Lohi in the eye with it. You got that close that fast? I couldn't even get to the door. Lohi, pick it up. Lohi falls to the ground and starts convulsing. There was some kind of powder in that tube. The man doesn't let this chance slip away. He readies his axe and tries to cut Lohi, aiming for his chest. Oh! Still on the floor, Lohi blocks the attack with a set of 8 scalpels between his fingers. Lohi stands up, his eye already healed. Although Lohi blocked most of the attack, the man caught him off guard and managed to cut his arm. Maggots start to come out of Lohi's wound. Ooh. Are those the friends he was referring to? That's so gross.
Please, don't hurt my friends. They're very important to me.
Disgusting.
Now, don't talk like that about my friends. You poured something into my eye when you stabbed me. What was it?
Was it like silver powder or something? I injected you with a drug made especially to weaken you. It dehydrates you from the inside out. I know your friends thrive in humid places. Being deprived of water will kill them. Since they're part of you, if I kill them, you'll be weakened enough for me to kill you.
So you created a drug capable of weakening an opier. Impressive.
That's pretty smart, actually.
But you won't be able to defeat me with such a small amount.
Let's see about that.
That was one nice cut, though. So you know my weak point. But why are you attacking me? We were having a heartfelt talk just now. I was telling you about how much I cared for your sister.
The man doesn't respond. Instead, he pulls a gun out of his jacket and shoots in the direction of Lohi, targeting his heart. Lohi dodges the bullet with superhuman speed. Am I just standing here? Am I just like hanging from a door going, "Get him, honey"? So you've noticed, a normal bullet has little effect on an up here, but that was no ordinary bullet. That was a capsule filled with a drug. If I manage to hit your heart, you'll die for sure. Why are you... Did he get him? Why are you explaining your attack, dummy? What do you think this is, anime? Lohi isn't fighting back. He's just dodging bullets and blocking the axe attacks with his scalpels effortlessly. Why? Is he toying with the man? What should I do? Don't ask me. Help the man? Do nothing. Well, this is my Pookie Bear playthrough, so I'm not doing nothing. What can I even do? I can only trust Lohi. He's my fiancé now, and he knows how to fight. I shouldn't interrupt them. I'm sure that Lohi will win. He's fast enough to dodge a bullet.
This is a big misunderstanding. I wish we could talk it out, but I guess not.
Lohi smiles, watching the man struggle to kill him for a few moments.
I love humans. They can be so determined and strong-willed, despite being so weak and having such short lifespans. And I can see that you work so hard to get to this level. You're very skilled for a human. But humans are also very ignorant and stubborn. You should know by now that it's futile to fight the undead. They aren't capable of defeating a peer. Just give up here. Your ill-conceived plan to kill me won't work. A human can't win against the undead.
Well, I mean, humans are very determined.
This ill-fated fight will only result in your death. Just stop. I don't want to hurt you. I want to end you as humanely as possible.
But the man doesn't listen. He keeps trying to hit Lohi's heart with the drug-filled capsules. After dodging most of the bullets, Lohi blocks the last bullet with his scalpels. Uh-oh. I can't believe my eyes. That can't be. How did he do that?
You're a really good shot, but I'm getting used to your fighting style. I can already predict your next moves.
The man seems to be out of bullets, but he doesn't falter. He readies his axe and charges at Lohi.
Do you realize that you've come to the epicenter of this epidemic? My virus already entered your body via air.
Suddenly, the man drops to his knees.
You're now very ill. Your body temperature rises steadily and your blood starts to leak from your every blood vessel.
It really sucks, doesn't it? Blood begins to drip from the man's nose and ear.
All that blood has to go somewhere, right? You bleed internally and externally from every orifice in your body.
Hey, that's what he said to me in a different playthrough.
That leaking blood has entered your lungs, causing you to drown in your own blood.
Ooh. He coughs up a lot of blood.
You're coughing so hard that you tore your lungs, making that horrible crackling sound.
Your skin has turned blue due to the lack of oxygen, a condition called cyanosis. Later it will be impossible to tell your original skin color.
The man has grown sickly pale. His lips and fingertips have turned completely blue. Jeez.
Your body is now releasing a protein called cytokine to fight these symptoms. But what happens if it releases too many? A cytokine storm happens. Your immune system overreacts to the infection and releases too many cytokines, causing severe inflammation and further damage to the blood vessels. Stop right now! You've lost so much blood that your body will go into shock. You can no longer be saved. Stop being so ill-behaved and be a good patient.
I will never be your patient. The man stands up with great difficulty and readies his axe once again. I told you, honey. I told you, humans are determined. I know that if I kill you, everyone will be freed from this malady. Will they? Is that how this works? You only bring chaos, plagues, and misfortune wherever you go. Why do you even keep on living if your existence only causes suffering? If you actually cared about people, you'd just kill yourself. No one would care if you were gone. Lohi looks shaken.
How can you say something so cruel? I'm going to take you for a bully.
The shoe's on the other foot now.
You seem to forget that I'm a living being with feelings. I wonder if you'd like it if someone said that to you. How would you feel? Why are you being so harsh, even though we just met now?
There's no response from the man. Lohi summons his scalpels once more.
How sad. You seemed like a great brother.
Lohi slashes the man with his scalpels, acting as very long, sharp claws. Ooh. The man finally falls to the ground, lying in a puddle of blood. I just stand there, staring in shock. It's my first time seeing someone kill a person, let alone in such a violent manner. Lohi smiles and waves at me. He comes in my direction.
I'm done. We can go meet your parents now.
Just like that? Just like, okay, and took care of that guy. What was that about? Let's meet your parents now. I look at him, still in shock. I think back on what the man said. If I kill you, everyone will be freed from this malady. No, that's ridiculous. I can't kill Lohi. It's impossible to win a fight against him. Besides, in this playthrough, he's my Pookie Bear. And also, sorry, it's just my first time seeing someone die, and in that kind of manner, too.
Shh, don't worry. That was just self-defense. You saw how he attacked me, right? But it's all over now. Hey, baby boo. Do you think I only bring chaos, plagues, and misfortune to people?
I mean, you kinda do, honey bear. I don't think I should answer that honestly. Of course not. You bring happiness, love, care, and pleasure to your patients.
Thank you, baby boo. You really know how to make me feel better.
Do you have any books in your library on how to beat a narcissist?
I find it good that he showed up. I can save him for later when I get hungry. He seemed pretty young, too. Younger people are more delicious.
Oh no! I'm delicious!
I need to store humans in case I get hungry, so that I don't get the urge to devour you or your family. Can you open the door to that room for me, baby boo? I'll put him there.
He says this as he drags the body by the legs to the room, as if it was a rag doll. He stores the body inside a large refrigerator.
There we go. Finished.
I'm taken aback by Lohi's cold-heartedness. I wonder if he realizes how ruthless he is. Is he gonna do the same to me when I die? I'm scared.
Let's go meet your parents. I can't wait to meet them. I wonder if they'll like me.
Put your makeup back on first, honey, and maybe get a change of clothes. Exactly. I think you should take a shower and put on some clean clothes first.
Oh, you're right. Wait a moment, and I'll be ready.
You're so silly, honey. Lohi runs to the bathroom, and I'm finally left alone. How long has it been since I had some privacy? I try to gather my thoughts. How will my family react to this? I know my mom won't like it. Lohi looks kind of shady, even when he's dressed as a human. He also said that he'll force my family to accept him. I wonder what he meant by that. Is he going to hurt them? Oh, of course he will. He'll infect them with some deadly virus the same way he did with me. He even said that he'll take care of them until the inevitable end. But what can I do? I can't overpower or outrun Lohi. He basically took me hostage. As I'm still lost in thought, Lohi returns from the bathroom. How long have I been waiting? I can't tell.
I'm back. Did you miss me, baby boo?
I sure did, honey bear. Now Lohi is well-groomed and looks like a human. He also smells good. Yes.
Perfect. We can go meet your family now.
Yes.
Dear me, I'm so nervous. Lead the way.
I actually don't know the way back home. I only found this place by chance when I was running away from the wolves.
It's okay, I know the way to the road. You can lead me from there. I know this place like the palm of my hand. Let's hurry while it's still nighttime. The Apir can't walk in the sunlight.
Really? Interesting. Just like the vampires from the folk tales. Do you ever get lost when you move to a new place?
Nope, the Apir have heightened senses, and I'm very used to going from one place to another, so I never get lost.
Oh, well, that's good. I have a very bad sense of direction. We'd make a great couple.
Besides, I have a very good memory. I remember most of my patients quite well.
Uh-oh. We hear the howls of wolves. We see fierce, hungry wolves approaching us, ready to attack their prey. Oh no, what are we gonna do now?
Don't worry, baby boo. They know better. A good predator can recognize a stronger predator.
They look at Lohi and back off at once in fear. And technically, aren't the wolves infected too?
Animals tend not to like me. I guess they think I'm dangerous or something.
What? Why would they think that? I can understand them. Animals are more sensitive than humans. They probably realize that Lohi is not someone you should mess with. Or maybe it has to do with his personality. I wonder if they notice that he has a dark personality.
What are you thinking so much about, baby boo? Let's go, we're almost there.
I'm surprised he can't read my thoughts with all the virus inside of me. We arrive at the road that leads to my town. I just doomed everyone. How should I explain everything to my mom?
Don't worry, baby boo. I'll take care of everything.
La gasp! You've reached the end of this demo. Thank you very much for playing. My goodness. I guess that's the path that leads to, like, the rest of the game. So that means the other endings would be a bad end. But so far, this is pretty amazing. I've played a lot of yandere VNs, and there's very few of them that actually scare me. And he's one of them. Let's see what those other endings would be. Okay, going all the way back to when he's like, I have a craving for human flesh, I have to go. What if I do as he says and stay in the room? No, I should listen to him. He might be controlling, invasive, and patronizing, but he took very good care of me until I got better. I'll just wait until he comes back and ask him. After a few hours, Lohi comes back.
Sorry, baby boo, did I take too long? Did you feel lonely without me?
I felt so lonely, honey bear. I felt so lonely, honey bear.
Oh, baby boo. But I'm back now to keep you company. Sorry if I took too long, baby boo.
A couple hours? He doesn't smell anymore. Maybe I was just imagining things. What happened?
I remember that I had another patient to take care of.
Not a lie, I guess. Only now you remembered something so important?
Unfortunately, they passed away. How sad.
Oh, he starts to cry. Maybe if he took care of them since the beginning, like he did with me, that wouldn't have happened. I'm so sorry to hear about your loss.
Thank you, baby boo. But it just wasn't meant to be.
Hey, you dropped this when you were in a hurry. I hand him the picture that he dropped from his pocket.
Oh, I see. How careless of me. I just like keeping pictures of my patients so I can remember them after they get better and are discharged from the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Why you always lying?
I feel like he's hiding something, but he probably won't tell me everything, even if I press him further on the topic.
So, aside from feeling lonely while I was gone, how do you feel right now?
I'm elated. I feel way better than before. I can finally breathe, and my body doesn't hurt anymore. I think I can finally go back home today.
Go back home? No, you're still very ill. You can't go back.
Okay, whatever you say, boss. Jeez.
Why would you want to go back when you have me? I take such good care of you. I'll give you the perfect life.
Sir? Suddenly, I can't breathe anymore. Uh-oh. Pain flashes throughout my whole body. I'm burning up with fever, and I feel so dizzy I can't even stand up. What's happening to me?
It's probably the cytokines. As the virus spreads through your bloodstream, it causes blood to leak from your blood vessels and multiple organs failure. And all that blood has to go somewhere. You bleed internally and externally from every orifice in your body.
Even my booty butt? As he says that, blood starts dripping from my nose and ears.
And that leaked blood will enter your lungs, causing you to drown in your own blood. Your body's defenses will try to do anything to destroy the virus, but it will only result in further damage of your blood vessels and severe inflammation. See what happened? Your condition deteriorated a lot.
What? How? Why?
This virus is insidious and unpredictable. You can deteriorate at any moment. Looks like I'll have to continue taking care of you.
Oh no! Lohi takes care of me like he did yesterday. Then I get better. Then I deteriorate again. He takes care of me, then I get better, then I deteriorate, and the cycle continues. Until I eventually don't get better anymore and succumb to the illness. And 1. Ignorance is bliss. So I don't even figure out what's going on. Aw. Okay, what if I help the guy try to kill Lohi? I don't think that's gonna go very well. Wait, this is my chance. I could use this chance to get rid of Lohi. I think back on what he told me. I'm scared, but this might be my only chance to return safely to my family. Maybe if he dies, I'll be cured from this illness. I get a hold of a plant vase and throw it at Lohi. That distracted him. It gives the man an opening to strike his heart. Now's my chance. In a surprise move, the man wraps Lohi in his arms. The man turns to me. Run! I do as I'm told, and run as fast as I can. Bye, honey bear! Wait, what? Oh! I hear a loud explosion behind me. A suicide bomber? The man exploded himself and took Lohi with him. Would that work? I don't know if that would work. I think Lohi's gonna be very mad at me. I feel horrible. That man sacrificed himself to save everyone. But then I think back on to what that man said. If I kill you, everyone will be freed from this malady. If that's true, I can finally return safely to my family, if I can avoid the wolves. But then I remember that I don't know the way back home. I got lost again. I only found that hospital by chance when I was escaping the wolves. That's when I hear the howls of wolves. I see one wolf stepping forward, its eyes locked onto me. Its howls alert the entire pack. I'm met with a pack of hungry, fierce wolves. They approach and circle me. I'm surrounded. I'm terrified. I'm dinner! How does it feel to be eaten alive? Is this how it's gonna end? After finally getting my chance to escape Lohi's clutches, I'm just going to die here? And in such a manner? Eaten alive? Come on, guys! My adrenaline surges. My heart thunders in my chest. I try to run, but I trip over a fallen tree and fall to the ground. Aw, man. That's all it took. One single trip and the wolves seized this opportunity to attack. I instinctively close my eyes and cover my face with my hands. In a second, I feel the weight of one of the wolves as I'm scrabbled about on the ground. I try desperately to get up, but the wolf was joined by more. In a frenzied attack, the pack bites me all over, clamping their jaws around my legs and arms. Choke on it! Pulling my limbs in all directions. I feel the tearing of skin and muscles. I try to put up a fight, trying to lash out and fight them off, but there are too many of them. They are strong and powerful. I feel myself grow weaker. As I lay there, I try to cover my head and neck. I have no more fight left in me. I'm bleeding heavily. I try to crawl out of danger, leaving a trail of blood behind me. I manage to limp ahead a few steps, trying to get to safety. I momentarily escape their grip, but I'm soon caught again. This time, the wolves did not spare me, biting out chunks of flesh from all over my body. Choke on it! I scream out in pain and anguish until I finally stop moving. Ending 4. Eaten alive. Well, I figured that wouldn't work, but at least everyone infected by Lohi is probably better. At least my grandmama may be better. Well, I think that's everything I can do right now, and since this is a demo, I will leave a link in the description to the developer so that you can follow them in case there is an update. But that was a lot of fun. That was neat. I'm terrified of Lohi. I didn't even know about those kind of vampires. That's neat. Lohi is terrifying. I like him. There's very few characters that I've seen who are that good at being manipulative, and he's one of them. And that voice acting? Great. Absolutely perfect. Instead of a love-hate relationship, this is more love-terrified relationship. Well, if you had a good time and liked the video, please press the like button of the video so that you will then like the video, and then YouTube will know that you liked the video, and then it will show it to more people, and they will probably like the video. And also, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.